don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Who do I need? Running back up Hines.
I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. But I love that sound. But we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle. Like a transport, and I ain't ever seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a baseball, 23 Jordan. Dunking on default.
Here we go.
Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
This should be fun.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
We don't have a limit to the plays we can use in this league.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
4 yards on the...
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Good stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Colts, first down.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Okay.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Rivers now from the 50. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game the underneath stuff, you got to go and make the tackle right away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 to 11 it is then. Finally, we'll just have to sort my actual sleep schedule out. What a shame.
Now from Colts territory,
well,
here's
besides Saturday and Sunday at the moment.
At the 43.
Yep.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
Next Saturday's going to be the same because the Ravens is the 115.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring
the Rams are on first against the Packers at I think it's like 9 o'clock or something like that. And then the Ravens go on after. Buffalo, because Cleveland won.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of the
Say that again? A clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Unfortunately for
Brady versus Breeze.
Any indication we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers.
He got very lucky to still be in it.
But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys
he got very lucky to still be in it. The football team should have beat him.
After what they saw on tape. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls,
Fucking hell, Cleveland 28-0. Within a quarter. I couldn't actually know what the fuck was going on.
You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a dump off here complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about
they went up 28-0. Then it was 35-10 going into the half, and then the Steelers scored 3 times unanswered, and then they didn't go for a 4th and 1 in midfield and killed it.
To go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
The coach very much killed any chance they had of winning that game.
That's usually a good matchup for him.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
Fuck off, I've been up like 20 minutes, calm down.
Yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Unless you're doing something like a sandwich or something like that, then I don't mind anything.
Second and goal from the 1.
No. I'm good.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I'm not gonna lie, most of my wins this season have been through.
The defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
What a pick.
Julian Blackman, and they'll set up shop right
what a
here
pick.
At the 49
oh my
line.
God, that is a catch and a half that I definitely didn't expect.
Interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
Jesus Christ, man.
He completes this one to Mack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Luckily, I had all the time in the world. But I also need to take out Mack. Why am I intentionally improving someone I won't be using next year? I have Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines. I definitely am not wasting cap space on Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Pretty good for me so far.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll try and run Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Texans, nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But
took me a while to realize.
Deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
That's fun.
It's a really nice pick.
I love getting caught at the other
First down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
I'm having a fun time. Very fun time. 3 picks and a
following the interception
subpar offense.
He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Oh, he got just a hand on it.
Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock
I need to sneeze, man.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Not gonna lie, that was a complete accident and hit the wrong button. So
his 6th touchdown of the season.
I hit the wrong button. I was meant to hit. I hit circle and luckily it was open.
As a receiver, maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh, I thought I was just broken up.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach
I actually thought he was going to throw it over the middle again. My eyes lit up for a minute then.
Being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Let's go. I'm not even going to use that. I was just perfectly fine letting that one drop to the CPU, pick that one off.
Ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35
I do not
seconds
trust
to go
myself
in
with this
quarter
league, to
number
be
2.
fair. Like the Cleveland Browns last night. Genuinely looked at that game, they were up 21 and you still didn't think they were going to win.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Rivers. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Not going to have enough time to get a playoff.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good.
Hey, 23-0 at half. I will take that.
Very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's home by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Nope. Let's go.
This will be incomplete.
Let's go, 37.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
And
let's go.
Goodness, another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And
Willis has won that.
Is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Corey Legion.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To number 13.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Fuck's sake,
him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I did not expect his guy to drop off.
There, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Oh, fuck that bounce.
No one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he is
another one. I'm pretty sure at this point my entire secondary is going to get one.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Want to go out of bounds.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup.
Good, just like out of bounds to make it sound like I wanted
right
to.
After the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him all.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Hey, I'm going to stop going after him now. Thing like that, he literally handed me points. But I'm going to stop going at him now.
Makes the score Colts 30, Texans nothing.
If I can try and keep the score down, I will, because I'm not that kind of guy. Now the game's over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Watson.
Oh my God! No!
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10.
And another one with an interception.
Start digging in our second-half blowout material.
I feel bad, man.
The give to Taylor. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Taylor, and he gets it down to the 32.
You can expect this drive to be pretty much solely runs. Because I really, really feel bad. I don't really want to run the score up.
Go play action, toss that. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I just want to. I want to put 2 o'clock on, but I feel like I have to get the rules.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Man.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I hate games like this.
With Taylor.
Well, I don't hate the results, but I hate
him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
beating the user by so much,
well, partner,
man.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game
It doesn't
goes
happen
on.
much, so I'm going to take all I can, but I feel uncomfortable sometimes because
I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th
I don't want to. I don't want to be called. I don't want to be a dick.
Wearing down 4th quarter.
I am.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor.
I gave him more than enough time to realize that that was a run. I'm so sorry.
Control.
I did just run the ball 8, 9 times, whatever it was, in that 40-yard stretch. He had more than enough time to stop that.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, this has been
a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Wow.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far.
That's the
no
first incomplete.
Passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
That is the first incomplete pass of the entire game for him.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the
Every
28.
other pass he's had so far this game has ended up in someone's
Throwing
hands.
again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. This is caught.
Fuck, he caught one.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. Again, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was
my guys had some horrid luck on the receiving end this
The deep
time.
ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Believe it or not, that's the first sack
to get him, and on the season
for my team this entire game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
I'm fine with that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down, Colts.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up.
How much I wish that I could actually just go over the top right now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
But now I'll be respectful.
Here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Rick McKinney on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they will take a knee here.
That's that.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Indianapolis, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jesus Christ.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it?
Play him again week 17. Week 15, sorry. Did I beat the Giants guy first time out? What? I don't want to hear shit about running up the score. What the hell is that?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex on
Shit like my score happened, but 87? The fuck?
people acting different, so I